Hey everybody, my name's Azalea and you're watching my YouTube channel, WayCrunchy. Today I want to talk about how and why my family celebrates winter solstice as the predominant winter holiday. I have not done this my whole life. I was raised Baptist. I was raised with Christmas. And as an adult, I quit celebrating Christmas and started celebrating the winter solstice. So here's why. There's a lot of different reasons that this has been a really great and empowering decision in my life. So I did not start celebrating winter solstice as the predominant winter holiday until after I was separated and divorced. So for me and my two little children, I decided we would start celebrating winter solstice. We needed a fresh new start. My adult Christmas memories had, I just didn't feel, Christmas is not a special, happy thing for me. Christmas was not a special, happy thing for me. And it just had, if anything, it's like dreading Christmas coming is where I had gotten in my life. And so, if you're dreading something in your life, look at that and figure out, is it necessary? Christmas was not necessary in my life. Christmas was a burden. Christmas was something I dreaded. And at the same time, celebrating life, celebrating family, celebrating togetherness, bringing some light into the, literally darkness of the winter. I suffer from seasonal depression. Something bright and cheery in the middle of the dark lack of sun is great. It's great for the spirit, great for morale. And Christmas had become for me the opposite. My grandparents, my papa, my nanny, my granny, my granddaddy, my nanny was the only surviving grandparent left at the point that I started celebrating solstice. And, a lot of the happy memories were with grandparents, and the grandparents that passed away. And, that's probably that's the best part of Christmas, I guess, was grandparents. And they had passed away. And then I spent the vast majority of holidays with my ex-husband's family, my in-laws. And that just wasn't a magical fit. And so I decided, because I feel like traditions are important, and traditions are really, really important for me to share with my children, to give them a foundation to build upon in their own lives, something they can count on, something good that they can count on. So I knew I wanted to keep a tradition with my children and build specific traditions just to create healthy mental connections and associations. Good mental health. And so I decided winter solstice. And this was also a good decision because my children have two different fathers. And it's, on Christmas, it's like, where are they going to be for Christmas? I don't care. You can have them every Christmas forever. I celebrate solstice. So for me also, it's a way where I 100% can always be with my children on our special winter holiday. And they can always be with other family members who value Christmas or just, go along with Christmas. So it's a way I can always be with my children. It's a way of starting over clean slate, erasing any negativity that I held with Christmas. Bye, it's gone. I'm going to make my own tradition. I'm going to build my own life. And that was extremely empowering for me. Extremely empowering. And I'm not religious as an adult. I would say I am very spiritual. That is so corny. And I have a lot of values that religious people share, like service above self, love, kindness, giving. I get along well with religious people. You know, I'm a debt-free homeschooler that's predominantly a religious saturated demographic. But I'm not religious. I think religion is divisive. I think that labeling your spirituality divides you from other people, you know? Anyway, that's fine. I get on great with religious people. That's another thing that I think is really important, is to accept other people's choices. So anyway, I'm not religious, so why am I celebrating the birth of Christ story? You know, and then in our society, you know, the birth of Christ is not what most people are celebrating. What most people are celebrating is spending money. That's not me. That's not something I'm going to celebrate. I'm not going to the mall. So we have different traditions. We have our solstice. It's been great. This will be the 4th or the 5th year of solstice. Maybe the 4th. I think this is our 4th year of solstice. And the first year of solstice was just like test run kind of. And then it really felt solid, you know, the next year, and this year. Year before last, I had a solstice party and invited our friends over. It's also a day where people are not chained into family obligations. So you can have a thing like a friend party on your big holiday. But then the plague came, so we haven't been having solstice parties. Anyway, one day I'd love to renew that tradition and throw a party every solstice. So we get up in the morning. My daughter, Tom never did Santa Claus. Santa Claus didn't come visit us until my daughter started public school and told us that Santa Claus was coming. And I was like, oh, okay. And so Santa Claus comes on Solstice Eve. Today is, by the way, Solstice Eve, as I'm recording the how and why of our solstice celebration. And tomorrow will be solstice. I'm going to share footage from tomorrow over on our Patreon account. If you're a patron, check out that footage, little snippets into our winter holiday. And if you're not a patron, Patreon is a super simple, awesome, safe site where you can support the creators that you love. Anyway, I'm going to be posting solstice videos over there, but we have Santa Claus fills stockings. We have a solstice tree. We decorate it. We give each other gifts. One of my little traditions is that I never, ever, ever buy wrapping paper or gift bags. It's all recycled, reused, repurposed, comics, paper bags, gift paper from things other people have given to us. So that's just like a little tradition. Always having a solstice tree, always doing stockings. We wake up in the morning, we do stockings first, and then we eat pancakes. And we'll have a feast at some point during the day. And that's, you know, basically it. Play with our presents, hang out with each other, a time when you don't want to be chained to your phone, a time when you want to like actively engage in playing games, watching things together, a lot of togetherness. And then in the evening, we do a fire, and we usually burn our Yule log. I usually go out and seek out a log and keep it on our like central point in our house, like on the coffee table or something, and then we burn it on solstice, and then we put the ashes or the charred log into the garden for the new year. So we'll go out and we'll have a fire and talk about our intentions and wishes as the sun returns in the new year. So we have a fire in the evening, and that's solstice celebration. It has just been, God, it's been freeing and wonderful, and a big part of me building my own happiness, my own traditions. I have a lot of mental health struggles with anxiety, seasonal depression, panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, a lot of things. And so for me, building a healthy connection and healthy traditions that have no negativity associated with them at all is awesome. So no one else in my family celebrates solstice. It is not affiliated with any kind of religion. It is a scientific event on the calendar of the year. shortest night, shortest day, longest night. It just is. It is concrete. It is undeniably real and present, and we need some cheer in the darkness. And the sun is going to begin returning, and that is so wonderful. So that's awesome. It's a lot of family drama that I may experience or that may stress me out can happen on Christmas, and it's not going to wreck my winter holiday. No way, no how, because I already had mine by myself with my children, and it was special and wonderful. Anyway, live your own life. Write your own rules. Quit just going with the flow and going with what you think you're supposed to do. Love you guys. Happy solstice.